You know how they say that some experiences in life are irreplaceable? I think this experience, no matter how many things I do in life, it's not going to come back.
Honestly, on a serious note, I think it's raising my bar and pushing myself further.
See, the entire elite is designed in a way where everyone's contributing at different levels. One is, of course, your skill sets, your soft skills. Sir was focusing on the part where you're making your mind very strong.
There were instances where I almost thought that I would give up. My hands weren't going forward. I couldn't move myself forward.
It was about the character, about everyone. It's all like came through. Like, okay, these guys just kept going forward, but no one really gave up. It was amazing.
Confidence on your strengths. If you're good at, after testing it in the worst of the situations, that's what I've learned.
I heard about Elite when before I joined Flame actually.
I think the loveliest part about this batch was that we had 10 girls and 10 boys, and it was the first time that it has happened, and also the fact that I really believe the fact that the UG-PG can work together.
Yeah, I remember I was sitting in that classroom and I remember just before going in talking to Palak, and I told Palak, listen, I don't think I've ever seen any of these people out here before, like except for the ones in our batch.
Yeah, it was exactly like we hardly knew each other and activities started happening. Like we all went to this NGO Kripa. It was a de-addiction center.
मैं जब गया तो काफ़ी एक्साइटेड था. मैं सोचा था कि ऐसा ही कृपा जैसा फाउंडेशन मैं अपनी जगह मंसूर में भी खोलूँ, बिकॉज मंसूर इज नोन फॉर इज ओपीएम एंड ऑल एडिक्शन थिंग. तो मेरी काफ़ी इच्छा थी, पर फिर मैंने ज़्यादा एक्ट किया नहीं उसके ऊपर, बस वो सिर्फ विजुअलाइज किया, उसको मटेरियलाइज करना भूल गया.
It was so touching to see people like Kripa sharing their lives with us, especially this guy Mohit. Palak just went completely crazy about him.
Mohit. Yeah, Mohit was just really hot. Yeah, I think Mohit was really hot, and the tattoos on his body were really killer.
Palak, if you talk about Palak, she becomes fan of anything, like whatever, like anything, she will become fan. Oh wow, brilliant! So there are no words for it, basically.
Okay. After Kripa, our next elite outing was a trek to this place Plus Valley, and we were asked to form buddy pairs for that. Well, it was an easy job for all of us except Sunaina.
When we were actually asked to choose a buddy and I had to choose one, so I made a checklist. Suhit, I don't get along. Monal is very irritating. Ankush, I didn't know him so well. The Ellies, I didn't want to get along. Parth, not at all. So I had a choice between Ayush and Vikas. So at first I thought maybe Ayush, but then Ayush was already taken, and I thought since I know Vikas from my physical fitness days and we shared a lot of gossip and had a good time together, so I think he's an ideal member.
For the Plus Valley trek, the place they took us to was something that I wasn't completely aware of, that it even existed. Climbing it up, climbing it down was adventurous. This was the first time we were doing an activity with buddy pairs. So that also helped me to know my buddy pair a lot more better, who is Namak.
No, I began to get like a new respect or new perspective of YD after the Plus Valley trek, because I didn't know about this before. Like she told me on the way to the trek and all that she has like this immense fear of height and all that. And what were we going to do? We were going to try rappelling. So it was crazy, like I think 300 feet and all that. And then yet she was like damn terrified.
They got really scared. As in, I got scared looking at her because she was so disoriented when I met her. She was crying, and I mean, she would have really gone through a tough time. But the fact that she did it, kudos, man, damn good.
Janal sir was stylish. The way he came down, yeah, those rocks did come down with him as well. That was the problem. But he was stylish. That man is 63 years old, and the way he came down, I think he beat all of us. Brilliant.
My trek was excellent. I had blisters all over my shoes, so I was in a really bad state. But I thought that was the first time that everybody actually came together and really enjoyed a lot.
After the Plus Valley trek, the next big attraction of the elite program was the boot camp, and everyone was looking forward to it. Finally the boot camp started, and that too with a trek to a base camp, right from Flame.
It took us 6 hours to reach the Reliance Tower from Flame.
हाँ, वो सोडेक्सा वालों को देखा, मुझे काफी भूख लगी थी और मुझे लगा था कि शायद एलिट 20 में शायद सबसे भूखा मैं ही हूँ। पर मैंने मोशनी को ऑब्जर्व किया तो जिस तरीके से वो खाई थी तो शायद मेरा परसेप्शन जो था वो रॉन्ग हो गया मेरे लिए, और मोशनी ने मेरा रिकॉर्ड भी तोड़ दिया।
I don't think Ankush eats at all. He barely eats anything.
We were on our way back in Janas's car after we purchased gifts for the military guys. And suddenly this bus goes down and Janas stops the bus. कि इतना देरी से अब क्यों गया? You know, you guys should have left way long back. We've taken an hour almost to come. So then Sachin asked in Marathi, you know, what money are you talking about? So the guy said that वो जो 30,000 रुपया था ना वो चला गया. And my heart sunk.
That was like one hell of a day. More than just losing anything, I was very upset that I've lost the money that campus had given me so much of responsibility, and I was so careless.
When the 30,000 was lost during the boot camp, I think at first everyone was like, oh my god, what just happened? But eventually I think we all came together quite well to handle the situation, because we knew that eventually we did have to help each other out, and that was the whole point of the boot camp.
The guns will now fire 3 rounds in area damage. To see the effect of the burst fire.
And then we went to Ahmednagar, where we actually got to saw the T-72 and the T-90 tanks and their firing, the way they fired all their, the shots which they fired for so long. And I mean, I was just wondering at this point of time, if a machine as dangerous as a tank actually, gets behind you, there's no chance of escaping. These are just simply mean machines.
One of the greatest benefits of the elite boot camp has been to watch leadership in action. It has been a privilege. You see in the Indian Armed Forces, you see the Indian Air Force, and you see all these soldiers dressed smartly, pride in their eyes, and it's obvious they have only one thing going for them: Naam, Namak and Nishan.
Everyone was finding it difficult to cope up with the rigorous routine, but the worst day was yet to come.
Yeah, I remember when we actually were having yoga. It was the first session in the morning, and everyone had come late. So this was the first time when I actually made it on time. So I remember standing just next to the general, and I just sneak my phone out, and he was shouting next to me, and I was just recording.
I'm really sorry, General sir, I haven't shaved, and you can make me crawl for that.
Monal is the clown. Oh my god, that guy can make even somebody's funeral a joke.
Monal, thing is like, if he has to crack a joke on someone and it's not happening right, and if the other person is getting defensive and Monal has to handle it, then he'll suddenly go on the top of his voice, exaggerate himself like, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh. He'll do all crazy stuff, but he'll never lose in words.
I love Monal.
It was tough, it was fun, and all of us had this great enthusiasm for these physical activities as well.
I was very happy to know that my buddy was the only one who finished the rock climbing.
Yeah, it felt really great that I was the only one who could do the rock climbing course. It was a tough experience.
I think Suhit was brilliant when he completed that last rock climbing bit.
और सुहित ने काफी अच्छा किया, और उससे अच्छा शायद कृति ने किया. सुहित तो हर एक्टिविटी अच्छी करता ही है, पता नहीं उसमें इतना टैलेंट कहाँ से है.
Oh, Kriti was amazing. Like she had like a broken finger and all that, and then yet she would just continue going. Like it would hurt she would keep like, saying that, oh, it's hurting, but she just wouldn't give up.
Second of all, yes, I was injured all the time. I'm still injured. My bandage gone. I removed it for the shoot. So, girls have extraordinarily and continuously outperformed the boys in shooting. That is something I must say. Girls don't cheat. Girls perform better, and girls are the best in the boot camp.
Girls will always outperform. Excuse me, by fluke, what do you mean? Girls will always outperform.
Shooting also we won. I'm telling you, that's why I like General Mehta. He appreciates women, he knows where we stand. The shooting experience in which the girls won is sheer skill.
That was fluke.
All those days traveling, and we were finally back to our base camp. Boot camp was not only about proving ourselves in obstacle courses and physical fitness, but the General Sir wanted us to prove our mental strength also.
On the day of the bonfire at the boot camp, it was very nice because Sir had given each buddy pair certain articles with respect to certain events in the Indian history. Like my mother and mine was Rani Lakshmi Bai, somebody else was the Naxalite.
We were sitting out there listening to our friends speak and give their speeches. So even if we weren't interested in what they had to say or it wasn't registering, just the fact that they were our friends up there talking, all 20 of us sat there for 6 hours listening to them. We got fried in the classroom, got out for dinner, went to the campfire, and Vikas came to speak.
I was shocked when Vikas made his speech. Oh my god. Everybody was dozing off. Everybody. Suddenly people got up. It's a pani chipka hota na muh pe, thanda, it was like that. Vikas' speech blew people away.
Vikas did an amazing job in that, and Vikas really, because Vikas was stuck in the speech, for that, I think for a good 1 minute. But after that, when he came out, like a phoenix.
See, I took a long pause, and I froze. I had a good start, and I froze completely, and I didn't know what else to do after that. But I like to believe that I battled my demons over there. I battled them, and I came out strong because I think I gave a good speech in the end finally.
I saw him doing, look at this wall. Look at that sky.
So it thinks that he can mimic everyone, but let me make this one thing clear. He cannot mimic me.
The Siachen trip, which we started on 20th morning, 3 a.m. We had barely had 27 to 29 hours of sleep during those 10 days before that.
So Parul and I, actually both of us were suffering from a lot of lung congestion, and we just weren't able to trek because it was a vertical climb up and it was very difficult to breathe while you trekking up.
मेरा तो बस एक ही टारगेट था, ऊपर सिंहगढ़ फोर्ट को कैप्चर करना, और बाद में फिर मैं मोस्टली से मिला, उसको हक किया, मैंने उसको कॉम्प्लीमेंट किया कि उसने काफी अच्छे से ये टास्क कंप्लीट किया.
The Siaga trek got over, the boot camp got over, and it was a mini convocation which made us realize that.
The mini convocation was definitely a little emotional. Not that I had tears in my eyes, but when the entire boot camp got over, like all 20 of us hugged each other.
Well, the elite convocation was quite emotional for me. It was written all over my face. I think I just, for a guy like me, people would think that this is a guy who will never show any emotion. But I was literally into tears.
One thing, I was really proud to hear that, my father told me after the elite boot camp, after seeing a change in me, he had tears in his eyes. And he told me that, looking, really touched me that Samrat, finally, today from a boy, I think you become a man.
So elite cadets, this is your final stupid question. General Sir, we have all mimicked General Sir for saying all right. And what did General Sir respond to this? All